Hi, my name is Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man. And today I'm going to be talking to you about, with my little light over there, I'm going to be talking to you all about emeralds, sapphires, rubies, diamond, and maybe I'll even talk about gold and silver. So this is what people know. These few crystals and metals, they have a very, there's a certain energy behind them that I can't really talk about in this video because it's just, there's a dark side of why these crystals are popular. And I hope you guys can put it together because I'm not allowed to say it on video or camera because I don't want you guys getting visits. But the thing is, these crystals have a certain energy about them, which basically have the energy of driving man mad over the energies of greed. If you know the first stories, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be able to give the origins of why they're so, because some things should be not really said to keep people safe, because certain things will tune in, let's just say that don't really go away, so I'm just keeping you guys safe by keeping that a secret. The energies of these crystals, like I said, man over history has killed, has sunken ships, has backstabbed, has robbed, has done the worst of things over emeralds, rubies, sapphire, and diamonds. And these are some big crystals in the Bible as well, for a reason, and they're very big in, they're just, I would like you guys to do your own research on that. Because some of you might find out what I'm talking about, because I can't really say it on here, but these crystals have a very powerful energy about them, a very angelic energy about them. It was ruby in the Bible that was basically talked about as the most, just from different sources and how the Bible speaks about it, it's the most powerful stone in the Bible. Sapphire is really good too. There's pearl, there's opal. There's pearl, sapphire, ruby. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I should have written this down before this video, but I'm actually talking about less of the origins and more so about the actual energies behind these crystals, because some of these are obtainable, but when you're obtaining these crystals, you don't need the highest grade to tap into some of the energies. Although the medium grades they can allow you to tap into the energies. The lower grades, you can tap into some of the energies. The highest grade is the highest energies, of course. But I'll share one crystal that I'm wearing. Let me point to it. This is sapphire. It's a lower grade sapphire. Thank God, because I'm not going to be going to the gym with high grade sapphires. Like working out on a machine. Like, yep, got my sapphires on. Yep, this is smart. No, these are medium grade sapphire. So when it comes to medium grade sapphire, medium high grade sapphire, because if you look at an actual gemologist book of grades of sapphire, there's different cuts and the colors and where it's mined from, etc. So I'm actually not going to talk about grades either on here. It's just super detailed as to what indicates, because a little tiny sapphire can be $10,000, $20,000, or it depends where it's from, it depends on the quality, etc. But I'm talking about the energies behind these crystals. And a lot of people will get thrown out. They're like, well, I'd like to get a ruby, but a ruby is like $20,000 or $30,000 just for a small little tiny bit. Well, I'm not talking about blood rubies, although blood rubies have a very vicious energy about them, a very wild, vicious energy about them. This is kind of like talking about Mexican fire agate with there's a really rare version of it called Dragon's Eye. Mexican fire agate, it doesn't even exist anymore. Some collectors have them, which I'm keeping my eye. Oh, my nose. That was my nose. I'm keeping my eye open for them because I can see you guys on the camera. So I'm keeping my eye open on my actual eye open on Dragon Eye Mexican fire agate. But let's jump straight into this because you can probably find lower grade emerald, ruby, sapphire, even diamond. They have low grade diamond, and it's a couple hundred to a few thousand for some of the low medium grades. That's not bad for emerald, ruby, sapphire, and diamond for you to actually have a decent stone that taps into a really high energy. Now I'll talk about sapphire first, because sapphire is the stone of the angels. Sapphire is awesome. It's awesome. It's an energy stone that literally empowers your guardian angel. It literally enables communication. It attracts wealth. It attracts love. It brings in abundance. It allows you to elevate in a way that you normally can't without the help or energy of the crystal sapphire. Sapphire will help your mood. It'll help you think straight. It'll help you be stronger. It'll help you go longer. It'll help you have such precision about when you think about things. It'll help you know the difference between right and wrong. And it helps you communicate that, because sometimes you guys don't know how to communicate. Like, we're humans, so we mess up sometimes. But sapphire helps us with that discernment, like, hey, am I doing this right? Am I doing it wrong? And that's all. That is a giant thing with working with angels. It's like, hey, to be able to move closer to angels, and to be able to move closer to God, you have to purify your vessel. You have to be pure. You have to you can't be doing dark stuff and just get away with it, and then when the karma hits you, you're like, what happened? So sapphire helps you with that discernment. It helps you with wise decision making. It helps you know right from wrong. It helps you do right, and it helps you attract right, because if you ever pay attention to people who are just doing wrong all the time, they're actually getting a whole bunch of karma that you don't see, and a whole bunch of just inconveniences. People are like, well, I see my enemies living lavish lives. Someone's Instagram post is not them living a lavish life. That's an Instagram post. That's smoke and mirrors, okay? People are like, well, my enemies are living wonderfully and they're not getting their karma. Yeah, they are, but you don't see it. They're actually covering it up with smoke and mirrors. Pay attention. Well, even if you pay attention to yourself and not your enemies, because God is the judge, not you. God knows what's happening. God knows what he's doing. You focus on yourself, and you'll see more blessings for yourself versus waiting on someone to get their karma. But sapphire is good for wealth and riches and extreme abundance, and connecting to angels such as Archangel Michael, your guardian angel especially, all the angels in general, specifically Lapis for St. Michael the Archangel. And you better be doing right when you connect to him as well, because if you're not doing right, you'll be corrected. Okay? Now, and yeah, this is why on my channel I'm talking about working with actual angels, because people will message me like, well, how'd you know I work with other things? Because I know. It doesn't take a genius to figure out when someone's trying to work with angels and demons and why they can't connect with actual angels. Certain people go a certain path, and it becomes very obvious because the light is absent. Okay? Now let's go to rubies. Rubies will actually... It's like rose quartz plus pink tourmaline. If you know my past videos, you know what I'm talking about. But rubies are crazy. I'm with my rubies on here. You'll always see this necklace pop around because I haven't adjusted it yet. But these are my rubies, and they're low medium grade rubies, which I'm not going to be wearing blood rubies when I go out to the gym, when I go out to the beach. It's just not. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. It's not smart. I live in Florida. I could be chilling in my car, and just a few people just pop out from out of nowhere just to surprise me and say, hi, I watch your videos. I'm like, like, why were you trying to sneak up on me? Why are you ducking under the car? But, people do indeed do that, which it doesn't bother me, but I'm just like, okay, well, okay. So, don't go after the blood rubies, blood diamonds, unless you really want the most purest, finest energy, and unless you feel like just getting that for yourself to treat yourself, go ahead and do that, but you don't need it to achieve the good energies. With ruby has a way of changing your voice. And this is kind of strange, because this is why I actually put ruby as a choker. If you see my first video where I put ruby around my neck as a choker, I was literally breathing fire. So, you can think of sapphire as the water dragon, and then ruby as the fire dragon, because this is some cool ways for you guys to remember it. Because like, oh, I forget what's so on top, but I remember the fire dragon. Ruby is about fire. Yeah, ruby's all fiery, and if you have too much fire, it'll subtract from the fire. It'll be like, okay, this fire is gonna burn the place down. versus it'll give you some more fire if you need the fire. Sometimes Ruby will keep you up and keep you awake. Sometimes it'll help you fall asleep. It depends on the person, but Ruby will give you some serious energy when you need the energy. If you don't need the energy and the energy was not going to be best serving you, it's not going to be there because Ruby will kind of move it around. It'll move it to other chakras. Ruby's a root chakra crystal, but you can use it on any chakra. It's an awesome crystal, especially on the crown chakra because it does very different things on very different chakras. Around the throat chakra, it allows you to breathe fire. Around the sacral chakra, it allows you to manifest like fire, and you'll see some extreme wealth and abundance when you put it on as a belt or on your lower part or just as a longer necklace. Ruby will also make you appear to be the most beautiful person in the room anywhere you go just because of its energies of beauty. It literally emphasizes beauty. So if you don't feel beautiful, it doesn't matter because Ruby's a stone that'll take whatever energy you have and transmute it into the energies of just on the exterior of your aura and energy field. So remember how I taught about, you can make yourself invisible from certain people. Ruby will make you beautiful to pretty much everyone, even when people don't normally find you beautiful. What I mean by beautiful is that person could be in an angry mood and perceive everyone as ugly because they're in an ugly mood. But Ruby will subtract that from them, and they'll look at you as the brightest shining thing in their day. Really cool. Ruby opens gifts. It attracts extreme wealth and extreme abundance, which all of these crystals do, but Ruby does it in its very specific way. It attracts love like no one's business as well. It'll make your love life very busy. You'll be a very popular person. Use it for good. Well, if you don't use it for good, then the Ruby won't be attracting anything but healing towards you anyway. So now to Emerald, which I'm going to reveal. This is Emerald. This is low-grade Emerald. Lower-grade Emerald, because like I said in past two examples, I'm not walking around or going to the gym working out with the highest grade Emerald. Like, no. That's foolish. I remember that. No, that's just flat out foolish. No story on that one. But you're getting the energy of Emerald when you're wearing even the lower / medium grade. And there's a large spectrum of high grade emeralds. And the high grade emeralds you can obtain them from certain places. The good emeralds come from Colombia. Very good emeralds. But like I said, if you don't want to be walking around with the world's best emeralds going to the gym, don't do that. That's not smart. That's just not smart. People, like I said, these crystals, I talked about sapphire, ruby, and emerald. This attracts the energy. And when you have the higher grade emerald, and this is why certain people, rappers, musicians, artists, kings, queens, when they have a certain grade of gemstone that's just like a blood grade, almost like their blood ruby, the best sapphire, the best emerald, there's a new energy of just hatred. Because it comes from a very specific place, and there's a certain breed of entity. Let's just say that. It's a certain breed of entity. I'm not going to even say the name of the certain breed of entity. It'll put its eyes on that. And just because you wear that, it'll send things to you. But you'll also see blessings being sent towards you as well. It's just with more blessings, you'll have more of the kind of like, this person's wearing this. And it's just being a certain energy being sent. And it inspires certain energies and unhealed people around you. So you're actually healing people when you're wearing the higher grades, but it's attracting more of like a energy, which is very interesting because there's a history behind why that is. I would like you guys to find out because I can't say it in this video to keep you guys safe. So even if you just speak about it incorrectly, you'll attract the wrong thing. Okay? But emerald is very good for psychic abilities. Ooh, they used to give kings in ancient Egypt emerald, like actual emerald, not peridot, because there's the peridot and Cleopatra and her peridot and emeralds. But so when a king had bad eyesight, they would give him emerald. Well, there are certain things because I can't talk about the physical aspects of what crystals do because that's not what I teach. Some channels will do it. I have so many crystal secrets that I'm gonna stick to the spiritual aspect because it's exciting, and official disclaimer, I'm not talking about anything medical, so maybe one of the reasons why the kings were able to see when they put the emeralds on their head or around their necks is because it opens your third eye so much to the point where you can see at nighttime. it starts lighting things up. So it's a stone of night vision. It's a stone of spiritual vision. It's a stone of being so prophetic to the point where you're just like, what the? It'll make you. I do have to say, emerald is the only crystal to make you emotionally prophetic. So you'll just be seeing so much and it's so intense and you're just like, ah, and like your hair's blowing back and you're like, ah, what the? And then it's so happy and then there's so many happy emotions and there's so many just not happy emotions and you're seeing things in the future. Like emerald will, yeah. Emerald will have you, and sapphire helps with psychic abilities as well, but emerald is specific to the vision. Sapphire will help you hear the future. Emerald will help you see into the future. Ruby will help you feel into the future. So the thing about these crystals is that they're incredibly advanced. They almost do everything. They do a lot. And they do a whole bunch on different chakras. But emerald is also good for beauty as well, but not like ruby and sapphire. It's more so a vision stone. It's more so a love stone. It's a true love stone. Ruby is of the lower chakras. It has to do with being the most beautiful and vibrant, versus emerald is more like, okay, it pulls true energies towards you. You'll notice the only people who come around you are true friends when you wear emerald. It'll filter out some non-true friends. It'll help you see into people. It'll help you. Emerald's one of those crystals that makes you so freakishly psychic. Like, you're able to literally look through someone's body. Like, you'll look through certain chakras and you're like, well, this is more when you work with the crystal and you develop that ability. I'm not going to say you put on emerald and you're able to look at people's chakras. And no, I'm not talking about, what's it called? Clothing vision. No. X-ray vision or whatever that is from the cartoons. No. I'm talking about you'll just be able to look at someone's chakra and be like, this one's kind of off. Like, something's going on here. Like, is you're manifesting? Have you not been able to manifest? Well, the solar plexus chakra is not really in balance. Like, it'll have you seeing feelings and seeing feelings and feeling what you see. Well said. Awesome. The next one is, so I got emerald, ruby, and I'm not showing diamonds on YouTube, especially because people have very strong eyes. And I used to wear diamond in my hair at the gym until I told one person who was my gym partner that I had diamond in my head, like actually implanted in my head, which I don't do anymore. And let's just say the tone changed throughout that entire interaction. Like, stuff started going downhill. I'm like, oh, so even if you tell someone you have there's a diamond in your head, like little Uzi Vert, no wonder he had his removed. But yeah, so like I said, there's a certain energy. The evil eye is the strongest. It's like the evil eye looks for these gems. Let's just say that. Like, when the evil eye sees these gemstones, there's a certain ancient hatred that backs it. I hope some of you know what I'm talking about, because there's an origin. If some of you message me, because I can't say this in the YouTube comments either. Yeah, you guys can guess. Actually, I don't want you guys guessing in the YouTube comments, but for some of the people who message me privately in my Instagram DMs, follow Florida Stoneman on Instagram, then I'll be able to tell some of you. Because it's educational and it shows that you're really after the knowledge, versus trying to use it as entertainment, which my channel is not entertainment. You're getting actual knowledge that'll actually help you, or you won't do anything at all, because I'm not an entertainer. I'm a teacher. Some of the knowledge might be entertaining, but I'm not teaching to entertain. I'm literally empowering people here. The next one is diamond. Diamond's actually a really cool crystal. You ever wonder why they gift diamond is gifted as a wedding ring? It's because that diamond has such an energy at aligning all the chakras that it could take the world's most unfaithful person and calm them down. It'll calm them down. It'll make that person just not feel like they have to be unfaithful. It's literally the stone of the heavens. The higher the diamond, the higher grade of diamond, and the more pure the diamond, the more pure the ray. But even general gray diamonds or white, you can get low grade diamonds for a few $100s. Just like a small bit of low grade diamond. And you can tap into its energies. It's really cool. And anyone can do it. It's a purifier. It amplifies all the other crystals that you wear. It gives you mental strength, it gives you sharp clarity, and it's just very good for keeping you in check, which is the most important thing I think I'm going to teach about diamond. Now with gold, gold is protective and it helps manifest wealth and abundance. That's the easiest way to say it because people forget. And silver is good for the mood. That's the easiest way to say it as well. Gold is more the masculine, silver is more the feminine. If you see people with a bunch of silver on them, they're probably in a good mood because there are certain minerals that actually go to the person's brain from the silver that helps calm the person down. On a spiritual level, because science does back that and I can teach that. But on a physical level, the thing about silver is it'll heighten your intuition. And does silver and gold amplify the power of crystals? Yeah, but clear quartz does a better job. That's why you see a lot of crystals on my website, floridastoneman.com, with clear quartz as the spacers. It's a pretty interesting video. I always thought about teaching about diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds. Pearl is very good for wealth and abundance and intuition. And pearl is actually a very powerful crystal as well, but if a person has pearl and they have bad intentions or they're ungrateful, the pearl will work more to humble that person. Now, yeah, I talked about rubies, emeralds, sapphire, diamonds, gold, silver, like the crystals I don't normally talk about or won't really teach about in the future. If you have any questions? I mean, this is a very interesting topic. And if you can get, I mean, maybe in the future I'll sell the lower grade versions of them because I do have some that I wear myself, which is the medium grades, because like I said, it's not a smart idea to be wearing the highest grade sapphire, emerald, ruby, or diamond in the gym. Unless you live in a really safe place, like maybe like a very private place. But if you're out in public, there's certain energies that will back the evil eye of seeing what you have, and certain things, there are certain ancient energies that monitor for those. That's why they're called blood ruby, blood diamonds, etc. There's a very certain energy that I can't really talk about, which I'll have you guys doing some research on your own, especially if you DM me in the Instagrams and asking about it. But if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Oh, the one thing I forgot to say is diamond is very good for attracting wealth as well. It'll amplify what you are so that it's healed. And so that it's rewarded. Yeah, let me talk more about this, actually, because this just popped into my head. But diamonds will reward you for your actions. So if you see famous people with diamonds, and their actions are really, I mean, what their actions are is really nasty, and they're doing really wrong, it amplifies that, it hastens the karma, and it has them energetically rewarded for their actions with more of what they have. And it tries to align that person at the same time. It does a whole bunch. What else does diamond do? If you're a good person, you have diamond, it amplifies nothing but positive energy. It helps you connect to your angels. Freakishly opens the gates to wealth and abundance, even a lower grade diamond. And it rewards you. It's like an energetic reward. It kind of amplifies, because if you're doing good and it amplifies that good, then you're seeing more good come towards you versus more lessons. And so many blessings. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. If you would like your own crystal, which I'll figure out a way to incorporate this on the website. Maybe I can make ruby oil, sapphire oil, emerald oil, diamond oil, and put the essences of the oil in the oil so you guys can work with the energies without the actual crystal if you don't want to use a few hundred on a small low grade gemstone. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!